Welcome back to Cooking So Simple. I'm gonna make a traditional recipe, a dish that's actually from Hunza, the mountains where I was born, and it's called supra, and it's actually lamb and harissa, which is made from ground or stone bruised whole wheat. So the first thing we need is lamb. And I have some lamb, which is basically, different parts of lamb. I have a leg of lamb, I have the loin chops, I have the regular chops. So what we're going to do is we're going to basically boil this in water, and then to this we're going to add.
What are you going to add?
Salt.
Salt.
Correct.
Okay.
Half a tablespoon.
Okay.
And then we're going to add pepper. And we are also going to add chopped onions.
Let me see
So
this.
it says Spanish onion, white onion, three cloves of garlic.
It's like rosemary there.
Yes, this is fresh rosemary and a little bit of goat cheese. So we're gonna just add all these to lamb and let it cook for about an hour. So by this time lamb will be ready, and then after that what we're going to do is we're going to use the broth from lamb to cook our harissa, which is basically our ground wheat. So put the lid on our lamb and let it cook for an hour. And in addition to that, what we're going to do is we're going to make an arugula / cucumber salad, which is going to be made by me. Is that true? Me? Or you? Me. Okay.
You.
Alright, so we're going to come back when the lamb is ready, and I'm going to show you guys how to make the harissa. Alright? Ciao.
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 We're back.
Are we ready?
Yes.
Alright, so lamb is ready.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is we are going to basically remove it from the pot, and in addition to the broth, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add 2 small cubes of butter to it. Well, yes, I need a lot, but for this I don't need a lot because it's a small portion. Well, actually this is our ground wheat, which is what we're going to use to make harissa. And here it goes into the broth. And we're going to cook this for 25 minutes to 35 minutes. And traditionally speaking, this is actually cooked for hours and hours, but we are not going to cook this for hours and hours because this is really not the ground, it's really not the stone bruised wheat. It's actually some sort of a coarse whole wheat. So 35 minutes, 25 to 35 minutes, and this should be ready. In the meanwhile, what we're going to do is we'll put the lid back on, and we're just going to garnish our lamb with a little bit of herbs, fresh herbs. You can use any herbs. I'm just going to use a little cilantro.
That's English coriander.
Coriander, actually I call it cilantro since that's what it's called here.
Yes.
And then a little bit of lime. So we're just going to let this sit here. We probably should cover this with something. It looks delicious, nothing fancy, it's just boiled in water, onions, garlic, salt, and pepper. Simple as it is. Cooking so simple. Right?
Right.
Alright. So this is going to be, oh, you know what? I made a mistake here. Hey, stop it! You have to constantly stir this. That's how it's traditionally made. Because in traditional terms, you have a high flame, high raw flame, wooden flame. Below or beneath this big pot, and the wheat actually, it tends to stick to the bottom, so you have to constantly stir it, mix it so that it doesn't lump. And it goes on for a couple of hours, actually more than a couple of hours, traditionally speaking. But we're gonna make it quick, since we have the technology and the resources of modern times. This is what actually it's supposed to be. This is what it looks like.
So essentially all the liquid needs to soak into the wheat. And
correct. And the wheat itself has to be cooked
has
properly.
the liquid.
Yeah.
Okay, so what stage are we at now?
We are at stage 4.25, where it's almost done. As you can see, all the bubbles and boiling, and it's getting thicker. So you have to constantly stir it to make sure it doesn't stick at the bottom of the pot.
Do you want to lower the temperature a hair?
We're going to be lowering the temperature soon, in about 5.25 seconds.
Okay.
We should be basically done in less than 15 minutes. So we can all have a feast on this fun day, because Sunday go home and sleep and go to work on Mondays as good citizens of this world and this country. Thank you. See you again. Nothing.
It's recording.
What? What am I going to say? Okay, this is ready. So I'm just going to let it cool down for a few minutes, and then we're going to serve. By the way, I tasted it, and it tastes like food from heavens. I don't know where heavens are. Hunza. Well, Hunza, heaven on earth, which I don't believe. It's a crazy place in mountains, high mountains, where nobody would want to ever leave. You are a tourist, you can go there, climb the mountains, come down to the plain, don't ever live there.
And what is the name of that mountain?
Oh, the second highest peak in the world is called K2. K is in letter K, 2 is in number 2.
As in the skis, the American skis.
Correct. It also is associated with that, as well as I don't know what the K stands for. Do you know what the K stands for?
No, I don't.
Okay, well, we don't know what the K stands for, but apparently there were 2 twin mountains. One was called K1, the other one K2. K1 is now called Mesherbrum.
Okay.
It's some sort of a mushroom name from ancient, Greece or Macedonia, and the other one K2, which is the second highest peak in the world. It's one of the famous mountains, and it's very touristic, and obviously climbers come there, and I actually climbed it myself twice. Luckily, I got without any injuries. This is ready.
Action.
And we're going to do some action here. This is our harissa, traditionally made from ground beef. And we're just going to serve this raw as it is. That's good enough. And then we're going to add our cooked lamb into this, or on top of this, to be exact. And this is basically how it is served. You can garnish it with a little bit of more cilantro, lime on the side, clean out the mess around the plate.
It must have gone off, and now it's recording. I think I messed it up entirely.
Can you check?
Oh, darn it.
Oh, it's...
Yeah.
Okay, so you garnish it a little bit more if you want with your herbs, and then into this we're going to add our infamous arugula cucumber salad, which is very delicious as we speak. Smells good.
To round out the rest.
Correct. And a little bit of tomatoes. And basically that's it. Simple, easy, delicious, and healthy if you are not a vegetarian. But if you are a vegetarian, I'm sorry, you should start eating lamb. I'm sorry, no, that's not a good joke. So anyways, so with that, we'll see you next time. Cooking so simple. Ciao.